Hey everyone, Sparks back with another Goddess Victory Nikke video, and it's time to take a look at one of our first winter units of 2024, and it is Guillotine Winter Slayer. First, I gotta say, I love the aesthetic. As you can see her fighting in the background here. They're going with kind of like a classic RPG kind of vibe, and she's filling the role of the like hero or the warrior. I love it. I think it's super cool. Also, just want to point out, she's kind of wearing some dragon horns. Does this mean she's gonna have a connection to the like ice dragon that we saw in the promo art? Who knows? Anyway, she is a burst 3 attacker assault rifle water code. Interesting that twice in a row we are getting burst 3 attacker water units. Last year we got Winter Ludmilla. She was really strong. She was a game changer for the water element. And since then we've also gotten Quincy and Phantom. So we'll see how Guillotine stacks up here. She has a ammo capacity of 60. And she deals 13.65% of attack as damage on normal attacks. Now, this is kind of low. Recently, we've had some really high assault rifle standard attack values. Like, think historically, Snow White is over 14%. You have Oscar with over 18%. And then we just recently got Grave with 17.8%. And so this is definitely on the lower side. Think of this being similar to like Blanc, Privity, or Summer Helm. Not exactly known as being high damage dealers, but of course those are, you know, burst 2 or more support type units. Privity's burst 3, but still a little bit more of a supporter. Anyway, she is going to at least have the high base stats of being an attacker, but that damage percentage is fairly low compared to other assault rifles that we have recently gotten. But let's take a look at her skills. Is she going to be juicing up the water element even more? I'll tell you right away, she's looking a little mid. Skill 1 is called Hero's Fate. Activates every time EXP stacks 10 times affects self, and then a bunch of status effects go. So as you saw in the video, she's always gaining like an EXP gauge. Again, I love it aesthetically. It's super cool. I love how clever they are with integrating these other kinds of, I don't know, just vibes from other genres into Nikke. I think they do it better than almost any other game. Anyway, so EXP stacks 10 times, and then hero level up reaches maximum of 11 levels. So it looks like every 10 stacks she's going to level up, and that can go all the way up to level 11. She will get reloads 10%, and hero level up reward recovers 2.4% of caster's final max HP. So gets a reload buff, or rather reloads some ammo, and then also recovers a little bit of HP, so she's kind of self-sufficient in that regard. That's pretty cool. And then also says activates when hero levels up. Affects all water code allies. Damage to strong element goes up 1.16% hero level continuously. Okay, so at least this buff never expires, so 1.1%. Strong elemental damage to all water code allies, and then attack goes up by 0.9% of caster's attack based on hero's level continuously. So again, sticks around for forever. These are kind of small buffs. This isn't anything super great. I mean, like, we are kind of like stacking buffs on buffs, so we're getting both attack and elemental damage. So, you know, if you're pairing her with another water type attacker like Phantom or whoever, this could accumulate over time. Like if you're doing like a full, you know, solo raid that's lasting 3 minutes, you know, this will add up. Anyway, let's take a look at her hero, or rather her skill 2 called Hero's Gift. Activates after landing 6 normal attacks without hitting the core. Affects self. EXP attack goes up 1.81% and stacks up 100 times continuously. Okay, so this is going to affect that skill 1. So here we're seeing the EXP that can stack. So attack goes up 1.8%, it stacks up 100 times continuously. I mean, that could add up to be a lot of attack. That's a lot. It only affects herself, but again, that is going to be a big attack buff. Also activates when hitting the core 3 times. So first one was when you're not hitting the core. This is when you are hitting the core. Affects self. EXP attack goes up 1.81%, stacks up 100 times continuously. So this is kind of cool because assault rifles are known to be a little inaccurate. They have a hard time hitting cores. So she's going to be getting this buff when she's missing as well as when she's hitting the core. So you're kind of like guaranteed to get this no matter what, every few bullets. Activates when hero level is 2 or above, affects self. Damage to strong element goes up 7.4% continuously. Okay, that's better. That's definitely a higher buff than we've seen on these other things. Only affects herself, but still more strong elemental damage is good. And then let's take a look at her burst, 40-second cooldown, as we would expect from a burst 3 attacker. Affects all water code allies. Attack damage goes up 10% for 10 seconds. That's really good. Attack damage up for 10 seconds is very, very good. And then damage as strong element goes up 18% for 10 seconds. And affects one enemy with the highest max HP. Deals continuous damage equal to 20% of final attack. And then hero level every 10 seconds for 10 seconds. So fairly strong. Like I said, her base attack is a little lower. Her skills, she's definitely a buffer, a little bit of selfish buffs, a little bit of team buffs. I don't know. I wonder how much we need this, right? Because if you're a brand new player, you're not going to have a lot of these strong water units to make a water code team, right? That would be the most beneficial of this. And if you are a veteran player, like I said, we've already gotten a lot of strong water units recently. We got Quincy, we got Phantom, we got Winter Ludmilla last year, which she's going to be rerun, by the way. So, I don't know. I guess if we're doing, Elysian Tower, we could build a Phantom Summer Neon / Guillotine Winter Slayer team. That might be interesting, although then your burst generation would be like absolutely terrible. You can throw Privity on there. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like she's a unit that definitely will require testing to see like how much value you actually get out of her. Nothing in her kit is blowing me away. Again, I really like the idea of the leveling up. Aesthetically, it's really cool. Also, her gun being a sword and it's just kind of like this magical attack is pretty cool. Everything about her is fun. I like it. I feel like I definitely want to get a copy of her. And, she probably will have a place on Water Week raids. She does provide a lot of buffs, but they're all just like pretty low percentages. Like you could get a lot of this elemental damage from like your overload lines. Although attack damage up for 10 seconds is pretty good from her burst. Let's see, how often does she level up? Hero level up, what did that say? Oh yeah, activates every time EXP stacks 10 times. Yeah, so you're getting EXP from her skill 1 every time you're hitting the core or missing the core. And then she levels up. The levels are probably going to stack relatively quickly because you're going to gain EXP every couple seconds, it seems like. Assault rifle isn't the most rapid fire weapon. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to pull for her, try and get at least one copy, or maybe I'll just use a gold ticket since I was lucky and still have a big savings of those. I'm a little on the fence about her. Like I said, I feel like she's a little bit mid, kind of in a weird place of like needing a lot of water units to support, but also like not being the best at doing that. So I'm not sure if this is better for like veteran players or new players. Kind of not the best for either, I kind of think. But all right, next we're going to get Maiden. I'll of course do a skill analysis of her. Also, if you missed my launch stream for Girls Frontline 2, go ahead and check that out. I'm really loving it. I'm going to put out some more videos for Girls Frontline 2 as well later in the day. If you haven't already, hit the sub button. I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.